Hello and welcome back to the Fishlocker out on the boat. Now, Fishlocker Junior and I are out for a little play on the boat, aren't we? We're going to go and catch some fishes and we're going to go and what we're going to go and try and see?
Dolphins.
Some dolphins. James really wants to catch a dolphin. All I've done is James's little kayak rod. I've cut a set of sabikis down so there's only two, so we can get away with a light lead. And some of you'll know, you get a full string of decent sized mackerel, it's quite a chore bringing it in, so I think two's fine for him. I'm going to see if we can feather up some live baits and see what we can do. Hopefully there will be some joeys and some pilchards and things like that around. If we can't find any, then it'll be a short day. If we can, then we will try and drift around on a wreck with some live baits. If we can't, then we will try and anchor up and see if we can't catch a manta ray or a bullus.
Or a dolphin.
Or a dolphin. So we will see. It's a nice day, innit? We've had some terrible weather. We've had some, like 3 weeks of bad weather and we've got 2 weeks of it coming, so try to take every opportunity that we can. Hopefully we'll find some fish. We've got a bit of chaos here. Both me and James have both got fish on at the same time. Keep winding, James. Keep winding, you've still got them. Yes, you can. Keep winding. Keep tight holding, keep winding. Come on, keep going. Wind. Come on, stop grunting and start winding. Come on, keep going. Go on, keep going. Oh, you've got two, quick. Keep winding. Oh, they're getting away, quick. Wind it in. Whoa! What have you caught? Oh, they're splashing. 2 mackerel. James, you can look. They're over here now. Caught 2 mackerel. Jump down quick. There we go. Perfect. Just like designed. Put it down to a 2 so we could manage it. Well done, James.
So I don't have the fisherman boy.
That shoal's moved past. We'll circle back round and see if we can find that shoal again. Yeah, that was a little bit like chaos. Both of us filled up at the same time. We're just drifting over a bit of reef now. Ooh, James, what's this? What's this, look? It's a ballan wrasse. What's he spitting up? Look, he's been eating crabs. See, he's got crabs in his mouth. Look. Cheeky. You don't want to have him. Okay. We're just drifting over a reef. I'm going to go and sit in my seat. Move over and sit in my seat, that way you don't get wet. Look. We're drifting over an area of reef. Couldn't get out to the wrecks because it's a little bit too choppy. So we're drifting over a little bit of reef. And I've got 2 live baits out. One of them just straight to the bottom, maybe set about 6 foot off, and then on James's rod I've actually got a float. You can't see it, it's about 40 yards away from the boat. Both of them have got a live joey on. And we're looking for a pollock or a bass. But we'll happily take anything. It is so far away, you just keep your eye on it, because if it goes under the water we need to reel it in. When I come to wind it in, or if I get a fish, I'll show you the rig. Unfortunately, we had some trouble with the camera and it actually missed James landing that fantastic pollock on his own rod. Right, now that we've got ourselves sorted and we've got that pollock back, all I've done was I just picked a drift along a piece of rough reef. And you literally saw what I did. Just hooked the mackerel through the upper jaw with a circle hook. A bit of rock and roll. Hooked the mackerel through the upper jaw with a circle hook. We're about 5 foot of 20-pound flow rope. And I've got a nice big float. Use a big float not only so you could see it, but because it's quite a depth. I mean, at the moment now we're in 38 feet. And I've got it set at about 25 feet. All I've used is an 1.5 ounce bullet lead locked into a little piece. And we're just slowly drifting over the reef. I mean, we've slowed right down now. It's good tides at the minute, big tides, but we're at low water. It's worked out perfectly because I wanted us to come out. And have like an 1.5 hours drifting, and then when it went to low water, we was going to go and check the pots, and then we were going to go and anchor up somewhere for the flood. So I've managed to get us some mackerel bait to use anchored up. We had a drift on the reef. It's all about planning your session, about what the conditions are going to be. Because, oh, bless you. You're going to come here and see me for a minute. It's all about planning the session for the conditions. Oh. So at the minute, you need a bit of runner tide to fish over the reefs for things like pollock and bass, because they hunt with a bit of tide. Also, if you're fishing live baits and things like that, you want there to be a bit of tide, so you're drifting. If there's no tide, you don't go nowhere. So not only do you not cover any ground, but any fish that you find have to have found you, rather than you drifting over them. Of course, the drift has dropped right off now to we're not even moving half a knot now. The wind's actually moving us more than the tide's moving us. So we're going that way and then we're going back that way. So we'll give.
Back to shore.
Yeah, we're going back to shore. So we will. We'll give this another 100 yards, and then we will wrap up and go in there. Go and see if we can find a manta ray.
No, we don't.
No.
Catch a dolphin.
No, we're going to catch a dolphin. All right. Well, I think manta ray. James thinks dolphin. Let's see who's right. What's that little fishy doing in that bucket there? How big was that pollock?
So big that I was scared at it.
So big you were scared at it? You don't need to be scared, do you? You caught it on your fishing rod though, didn't you? It was chugging so hard. What did it eat?
Wow.
It ate a mackerel. A mackerel. So, that's the plan. We will see how it goes. Oh, you go and get your seat. Just hoping you can see that rainbow there behind us. Yeah, we've run this drift for long enough now. Bring these in and head in there. Got ourselves to the spot where we're going to get anchored up. Literally just got the rods over. Go on, keep going. Literally just got the rods over the side. And yeah, James's rod went away. Now I've got one on that rod as well. Go on, keep going. Set the hook into my fish while we finish landing James's. Come on, keep winding. Keep going. Oh, can we see it? What is it? That'll do.
Wow!
It's a dogfish shark.
Is that fish? Yes.
You keep an eye on that one while I finish dealing with this. You saw there that with the bite as it was, as we were busy landing James's fish, I just set the hook into it and left it because I felt like it was going to be a ray. Now I can't believe that we missed the start of that with James's, because he set the hook and everything. James, calm down. All we did, like I said, is we got to the spot where we're anchored up. We'll just show some of the fresh mackerel that I caught earlier. Yeah. I'll show you. It's just a very simple rolling lead with a long trace and a chino on the end. With some fresh mackerel fillets. And I feel like this has caught us a thornback ray. All I did was chucked it out into the tide and just let it roll around until it's obviously found like a little gully, because those gullies are where the fish hold up. What have we got? Where is it? Where is it? Come here, stand near the edge and tell me when you can see it. Whoa, what is it? It's a very, very pretty female ray. There she is. It's a lovely looking female thornback ray. Spin around. There she is. Oh no, I'm saying female, it's a male. I'll explain why it fought so well. There you see, look, it's just call that a 4-foot trace. This is 40-pound mono. And when I get the hook out, I'll show you. It's just I think it's a 6-0 chino with some fresh mackerel on. It's got us a nice thornback ray. Oh no, I don't know if you can see that there. See that saltwater leech stuck on there? They're horrible them. I'll pull that off as well. Let's get this fella unhooked. I've just literally got that bait out of the back there. You can see. This rod here. And all I've done is I've just left the drag so it's that light. The reason being is because I've just got a rolling lead on there. And the boat is swinging around with the wind and the tide. If I had a grip lead, the bait and the weight would stay where they were. And like I say, I've literally just cast it out and just let line off until it hit the bottom, then back the drag right off and sat it back. So it's going to roll until it finds a gully or finds somewhere where it's going to sit in the tide. Now those gullies, they hold fish. I've just had a bite on it straight away. So it's literally found the gully and it's got a bite on it immediately. Yeah, look, see? See that bite there? Just about to cast James's back out. This is the rig. So it's just a bullet lead locked into a piece. And it's just got a little bit of fresh mackerel on. This has actually got like I think this is a 4-0 specimen extra. And on mine I've got a chino. And this one the hook length's shorter, but that's just because I want to be able to get on top of the fish earlier. And all I've been doing literally just cast it out into the tide, let it run until it hits the bottom, then sit it back there. I haven't even had a chance to unhook this ray yet. That's literally all it was. As I get a chance, I'm going to put a couple of more rods out. But, yeah, the tide's flooding. We've got here just after low water, so the tide's going in that direction. But as we've got a side wind, the tide's going that way and the wind's going that way, we kind of sit in the middle. So although the boat's pointing like that, the rods are going to end up going like that. Let's finish getting this ray unhooked and then we'll see if we can get a couple more baits out. That's this guy unhooked. Just slipping back now. That was all the bait was. Just a little strip of mackerel fillet. That bite's still going on the back of there, it's making me think it's like a little tiny bullus or a little dogfish or something. Generally bullus bites, you'll get like an aggressive bite. Dogfish will just tap and tap and tap. A ray you might get like a bite, and what that is it's finding the bait. It'll chew it for a bit and then it'll swim off. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for there, is because I've got these on the light drag, because I've got these so it could take line. Because I'm going to wait for it to start running like we saw with the last one. It's just so, it might even be a pin whiting. Just feel it like knock knock, knock knock, knock knock. Right, let's get a couple more baits out. Getting a decent bite on that rod now. See the top going. So look, all I'm doing is I'm just threading the chino up. It's a 6/0 chino. I like these because you get a good sized bait on them and they still have the hook point well proud. They're dead strong. All I'm doing is just running the bait up the hook like that. There, look. And I just whip it with a little tiny bit of elastic to the eye of the hook. You keep an eye on them rods for me. There, look. Perfect. Is there being a rainstorm, is there? Oh no. Do you want to go and hide up the front then, out of the rain? See the bite? So we're getting a decent bite on it. Because it's had a couple of good knocks. There, look. So all I'm doing now is I'll tighten the drag. Take up some of the slack line. So I know that when I strike, I connect with the fish. I'm thinking dogfish or bullhuss. Need a wee? Okay, well just give me a second. You hold on. You hold on and let me bring this fish in. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's just spat the hook out. Oh, I can't believe that. That was a bullhuss that was about that big.
It just hit the boat.
Yeah, look, it's just spat the hook right, right next to the boat. God, they're terrible for doing that. I don't know if you got to see that with the camera there, but that was massive. Let's get a fresh bait down there. See if we can't get it back. That was quite a pale bullhuss. Right, James is getting a cracking bite on his rod. Come on then. There we go, we've got it. It's up to you now. What do you get? Come on. Up you get. It's up to you now, son. Keep winding. Oh, go on, you've got it. Keep winding, keep winding. Been practicing all day. Keep winding then. That bullhuss, because I lost that big one, I didn't want to risk James not setting the hook hard enough, so I tried setting it on this one. So if he loses here, it's my fault. But keep winding. Oh, keep winding. Oh, it's tugging hard. Oh, what is it? Oh, look at that. It's a baby dogfish shark. Let's have a look at James's dogfish shark. It's a perfect little miniature bullhuss. What a greedy thing. There is James's bullhuss. Perfect little baby one. think we need some more bait on there. It's another dogfish shark! Wow, well done!
It's dancing.
It's dancing, is it? You're getting good at catching these dogfish sharks now. You can let him go as well.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's doing a poo. Cheeky dogfish. Look at all that mess he's made.
It's alright.
Right. That's all it was. Nothing special.
Let's clean this boat
I like a nice long strip of fillet. Rather than having a fat one, slice the fillet up to long slithers like that. And the tail part, the tail root, is full of all the sinews. What are you growling at? You're not there. Go through it a couple of times like that. And bring the end up over the eye. That's it. It is definitely bullous. Because they'll come in and give 2 or 3 real aggressive bites and then now. The dogfish will just peck and peck and peck and peck. And a ray will generally, once they've found it and they've got it in the mouth, they'll chew it a bit and then they'll move off. So it'll be like a... Oh, what are we going to do? Where have they gone? Let them develop. There's one bullhouse. This is a nice one. This one's 5 or 6 pound, but you see how it's quite light. That massive one that I lost. Look at that hook hold. See where it's just in the corner of its mouth? That's a stunning looking bullous, look. Gorgeous, aren't they? Look at its teeth, James. Look. Yep, that was a rig. It's a 1 ounce lead. A little bit of mackerel. James, what are you going on about now? The Tic Tacs. No, James, Tic Tacs are not expensive. I'm hoping a big bullhouse. I hope they manage to get the hook set into it this time. Oh. Would you believe it? How in the God's name has that happened? Got a dogfish and a blooming great starfish. I don't know how that happens either. Well, that's why it felt so heavy anyway. Dragging a bloody great Cornish boomerang up. You want to take the starfish home? What size of this guy? Call him a Cornish boomerang. Because no matter how far away from the boat you throw them, they still end up coming back. You're just happy to watch, okay. Oh, there's a fish on that rod as well. That was a bullous, you could see that. Oh, it bit and it bit and it bit and it just dropped it. This feels like a thornback ray. Oh, and I've got one on the other rod as well. A bite on the spinning rod. Sure you don't want to come here and reel this in? Just happy up there with your Pringles and your Jaffa cakes. You don't need much to be happy, do you? That is a nice sized thornback. Oh, look at that, the hook's just popped out there. Oh, a rather dirty one. He's been sat in the mud. And again, look, you can see, there's another one of those leeches. He did have two on him. Look. Did have another one stuck on this wing as well, but that one's come off and is on the floor. Yeah, there's a cracking male thornback. Look how thorny those cheeks are. All the way down his tail. Might get a photo of him, he's a stunner. Stick him in this bucket of water here. That little bit of scabby bait on, on James's rod's done really well. Get this bait changed over, get that reef photographed, and we'll get it back. Oh, there we go. This one's just a little one, isn't it, James? There's the hook, there's the bait. Use that, I'll just add a little bit to it. It's starting to get ridiculous the amount this boat's swinging around now. What have we got on here now? Dogfish? I think it's going to be a bullous. I think it's going to be another little bullous. Dogfish? You were right. A little angry dogfish. Come and let this little guy go. Not me too. He really is a little one, isn't he? It is. What is it, James? Spider crab.
I think crabs and spiders as we lit on too.
A cheeky spider crab.
Spider crab. Doesn't you?
Not big enough to take home. Just a bait robber, isn't it? Well, we've come to the end of our fishing session. I'm going to fish these last baits out. Got some rain clouds coming on the horizon. We came out, didn't we? We had feathered up some bait, then live baited along the reefs. Couldn't get out to the wrecks because it was a little bit too choppy. And then when the tide turned, come and anchored up. It's not ideal with the wind. We're swinging about hellish now. The last hour has just been a nightmare. We've been covering like 300 feet just because we've got wind almost against tide. We've had some, what did we have? What did we catch?
Dogfish sharks.
Dogfish sharks. Got some dogfish, some bullhuss, some thornback rays, and we had a cracking pollock on your rod, didn't we? That was just, and a starfish, yeah, we did. That pollock was a beauty and came on a live mackerel. Showed you the rig, it was just on a little circle hook. So it was a belter. Fought really hard, didn't it? It was tugging really big, wasn't it? Yogurt all over your face. Right, well we'll fish these baits out for another 15 minutes or so. And then we will look at we'll look at heading in. I hope this has been useful for you. Just say by just keeping it really simple. Running ledgers and then live bait rigs with locked in leads. Right. But the main thing about it is planning your session around the tide. So we needed the flooding. We needed enough of a flow to go on the reefs and the wrecks. As soon as it dropped off to low water, it just all dropped off. And we come and anchored up, so we'd have better conditions. And we got as soon as it started flooding again, the bullus and the thornback rays come on. And what do we say?
Bye on Fishlocker.
Bye from the Fishlocker.